Trend fam, and welcome back to another makeup tutorial. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you enjoy watching this tutorial. Starting off, for my brows, I'm using this APK brow pomade. It is not actually a brow pomade but an gel liner which you can use for your eyebrow as well, and then just combing my eyebrow hair in the downward direction and then drawing a line first and then combing them back up and filling the sparse gaps, also drawing a tail which I don't have apparently, but yeah, makeup can help me out for that, and then just filling and brushing till I like it. And then for cleaning my brows, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C12, and then drawing the concealer just beneath the line for a sharply carved eyebrow and above as well, and blending the lines outwards. The same way on the other eye as well. You can use two shades a lighter concealer for this step if you want a well-defined sculpted eyebrow look. I went in for a skin shade because I didn't want it that bold eyebrows as such, and then using the same concealers to prime my eyelids and just patted the concealer flat onto my eyelids for a flat plain canvas for my eyeshadow. Coming next, and using this eyeshadow palette from AliExpress which is like the Morphe 35O, and that brown shade into my crease as a transition first. Then I went in with that cool toned brown, and with a flatter blending brush I first patted that color in and then blended the outer edges. First you need to just pat the color for tight pigmentation, and then just blend the outer edges of the shadow. To blend that dark brown shade, I'm using a biscuit shade onto a fluffier tapered blending brush, and then with that shade onto the brush just blending the outer edges of the previous dark brown shade, and then with another lighter shade than the biscuit color I'm going in more on the top of it to blend that caramel shade as well, and to just re-intensify the previous brown I patted some more into the crease and blended that out. Then to cut the crease, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and then just carving out my crease. With the help of that, I'll be going in for a soft cut crease with glitter. So need not to be more precise, just blend the outer edges of the concealer. You just need to pat the concealer with the help of your fingers so that the shadows get mixed, and then the top edge of the concealer I defined using the same brown shade with a pencil brush, and then for the outer V another cool toned brown was patted in the outer V of my eye. And I just love this brush for doing this, just perfect blending as well as patting. This brush does it all. If you haven't seen that video, I would link that video for these makeup brushes. And then I went for another brush and blending the edges. Then with the Kylie's Royal Peach palette, I took the gold shade on a flat brush which is actually a lip brush, but makeup has no rules, and I used that shade on the concealer part. You can also use your fingers or use a setting spray for the popping effect of the shadow, and then just re-intensifying the outer V and blending both the gold and the outer V together to have a gradient look in middle. And then for the glitter part, I'm using the Hen Fang glitter This is a liquid glitter eyeshadow, and then on a angular liner brush I'm just carving it right on the line of the cut of the crease. Again with the same brown shade I am re-intensifying. You can also use a gel liner beneath it so that the colors pop out a lot more, and I just forgot to do that over here, but I did it the next day when I was practicing the same look. But yeah, you can do that. Then for my kohl I'm using the Maybelline Gel Studio eyeliner and putting that into my waterline. Then coming for the face makeup, first priming my face with the Blue Heaven primer. I have already moisturized, toned my skin, and then for correction I'm using the Makeup Revolution Correct and Define, I guess, in the shade orange, and then blending that with the fingers first. As this is a liquid, it dries up real fast and dries up matte, so you need to work really fast with this, but this corrector is just beautiful. I just love this new line from Makeup Revolution. And then with my C12 Conceal and Define concealer to the areas where I had applied the orange corrector beneath. And then for the foundation I went into the new product which I'm trying lately, which is the PAC HD foundation. The shades and all will be up really soon when I do my review, but I was testing out that day, so I used the PAC HD foundation and just dotted it all over my face first, which was approx 1.5 pump with a flat brush, and then with a damp beauty sponge blended that first layer. The finish of this foundation, I have to say, is really nice. Like, look at it. And then with another half a pump just went in for a little more just on the centers of my face where I needed more of coverage, felt the need of more coverage, and first just painting it on my skin and then blending it with the same sponge. Then for highlighting I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in medium. This is a highlighting concealer for me right on the center zones of my face, that is right underneath my eyes, the centers of the face, that is the Cupid's bow, chin, bridge of the nose and center of the forehead, and right below my contour. And then just blended the centers of the face first and the under eyes the last, so that the concealer gets time to sit, which will enhance the coverage. And then blending the same concealer with that sponge and extending it, just dragging it outwards so that my shadow gets cleaned as well. Then for my lips I use the Wadi Herbals lip balm. I'm just loving it. And then to set my concealer I use the Blue Heaven Sapphire loose powder, which is my holy grail right now. It is so finely milled, guys, you need to buy it. Then for contouring I went in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal and contoured my face, the basic areas of contouring, a little bit on my forehead, not much since I'm having an old face shape. Then just need to add a little bit of warmth to the face, and then blended those contour lines up into the temples and also my nose contour, brushing off the excess of the powder and then just sharpening the contour a bit more with a flat kabuki brush. And to add more warmth to the periphery of my face I use the Kimuse bronzer, which I got off AliExpress. If you're dusky skin and want a perfect bronzer, go for this. I love it. For my blush, I used the Blue Heaven Cake Rouge in the shade 6 and applied it on the apples of my cheek in a tick mark position upwards. If you're having a square face, then go for circular motions right to your ears instead of your temples. Then for the highlight, I used the Pro Illuminate from Makeup Revolution on the top portions, the highest top portions of my face, and highlighted my existence. I love this highlighter. It looks beautiful. Using the same highlight as my brow bone as well as inner corner highlight with a smaller dense packing brush, and then for my lower lash line I went in with the same Kylie palette with that red shade with a tapered pencil blending brush and applied it right under my waterline and blended it upwards. Then to give that red a gradient look, I used the burnt orange shade from the same palette again with a more fluffier brush and then smoked the red upwards and outwards. After I was done with that, I used the Maybelline Colossal Kajal and applied it in my waterline as well as tightlined my eyes as well with the same kajal, and totally forgot to apply my winged liner, so you can do that. For my lashes, I went in with the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Mascara. This mascara is just awesome, gets the job done. So you should give it a try. I coated my upper as well as lower lashes with the mascara. You can always use a spoolie when the mascara is semi-dry to declump your lashes so that they don't look like spider webs or anything like that. But yeah, for the lips, I went in first for lining my lips with the Miss Claire lip liner pencil in the shade L12 Chocolate, and then filled my lip with the Lakme Enriched Satin. Oh, that's not satin, it's Lakme Enriched Matte Lipstick in the shade BM11, which is a beautiful cocoa brown shade, and applied it all over my lips. Then for that ombre look on my lips, I used the Kylie liquid lipstick. I guess this is the shade Doll's Cocoa, I don't remember, but yeah, I use that shade for the ombre effect, and the look is done. Paired it with a pair of chamkas and a bindi. I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and spread some love. I would love to hear you in my comment section, as well as any video requests are welcomed. I hope you guys really liked this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Till then, take care, keep trending.